Welcome everyone to this special Christmas season service, a spiritual gathering where we celebrate our fellowship and our awakening to the Christ within. Now, I light this candle today with the thought that, in unity we are seeking that expansion in consciousness, that awakening, that ever-growing experience of divine presence, and bridging it to practicing in our daily lives step by step the love, the discipline, the generosity, the forgiveness that we need for our lives to work. And so it is by the power of the indwelling Christ that we are able to do just that.
I took a little survey from family members and a few friends about Christmas, and I wrote down these notes, and I just kind of took all of those things and put them together into this song. So I took things from my grandchildren, from friends, from my wife and darling wife and others, and put this together. Now that Christmas is on us, we're near the start of the new year. So slowly it comes, quickly it passes, celebration of a family's tradition. So long ago, a child was born with the love, joy, and hope we hold dear. So precious are the memories that pull family and friends together, and the travel to places past and present, no matter the weather. This year I wanna carry with me the feeling and the meaning the spirit of Christmas brings. A sigh of contentment, the magic of the grace, wonder, joy, peace, happiness, and love that makes my heart sing. I remember the anticipation, the gifts wrapped, placed under the tree with care, the family time, the joy and the love that we all share. I still feel the Christmas carols we love to sing and sing. The children's mystery, wonder, and excitement of the gifts that Santa Claus brings. This year I wanna carry with me the feeling and the meaning the spirit of Christmas brings. The sigh of contentment, the magic of the grace, wonder, joy, peace, happiness, and love that makes my heart sing. The candy canes, Christmas trees, the decorations, and the smell of pine. Magic, timeless wonder of innocence, the children's sounds of Christmas time. Three wise men followed a star from afar, and the precious gift of a child through the ages this year I want to carry with me the feeling and the meaning the spirit of Christmas brings. The feeling and the meaning the spirit of Christmas brings.
So our topic today is light, 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 and more light. You know how I love to explore physics, the new physics, quantum physics. Just like everything else, light becomes mysterious the closer you look at it. What is it really? A particle, a wave, both, neither? Does it carry heat? Yes, sometimes. What is that? So, I'm not going to get academic on you, but just suffice it to say that when you look into the night sky, the starlight that hits your eyes left its origin who knows how long ago, hundreds of thousands of light years ago, and it may not still even be there, the source of that light. Who is it says when we look into the sky, we're looking back into time. It's amazing. And we here on Earth, as the solstice approaches, our nights are getting longer and longer and longer, and the night sky is becoming more and more of a presence to us. We have more and more opportunity to look at the night sky. And it's like as the solstice approaches, as we get less and less light here in our daily milieu, we bring down the light. We bring down the light from the sky. We put up starry lights everywhere, and we fill the nighttime with lights. And we put up all kinds of decorations that light up our space in a delightful way. And it's a wonderful experience. I dare say that just like when man discovered how to, or humankind, discovered how to make fire, it was a turning point. That when human beings discovered how to create light on their own, that wasn't fire, it was a real turning point. We've come a long way with this light, and there are some situations where people are having to curtail the amount of light they use during the night for the environment and for the ecology to thrive. But just think of it. We bring the light down among us, the night sky. We become more present to it. And to experience the light of spirit, the light of Christ, the light of truth, we need only to turn to behold it. Turn to behold it. And what does it do for us? It heals us. It transforms everything it touches. Shadows of ignorance vanish. Darkness of separation disappears. This condition, seasonal affective disorder, because of the loss of light in the outer, can be cured by being aware of the inner light. The inner light never goes away. And when you tune into that in consciousness, it illumines your entire being. The Magi followed the star. Isn't that a wonderful metaphor of light? That they saw this light traveling in such a mysterious way, these Magi from the Orient. They were not Jews. There weren't any Christians yet. They weren't the Semitic people. They were from foreign. And Charles Fillmore has written about this in The Revealing Word. The Star of Bethlehem, he says. The Star of Bethlehem symbolizes our inner conviction of our divine sonship, the inner conviction of our ability to accomplish whatever we undertake, calls forth the very best in us and helps us to succeed where others of equal ability might fail. The accumulated wisdom and experience of a person, represented by the wise men from the East, rejoice when faith in one's inner destiny to do the will of God begins to rise within. And all the riches of wise experience, such as gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh, are bestowed on the young child. These gifts represent the subconscious reserve forces. These gifts represent the subconscious reserve forces that enter into and form the new man in Christ. So it's rich in symbolism, this story of the wise men traveling, following something that they saw in the sky that's called a star. What was it? There's never been anything like it since then. So, metaphysically, a star represents an idea, a divine idea that is beyond human understanding, that has yet to be revealed in the understanding of the human mind. And that's what we worship at Christmas time, is the arrival of that star coming into human consciousness, and human consciousness awakening to it. So to anchor light in ceremony, we now do the lighting of the apostle candles. So I need 12 people to come up and arrange themselves, move this table over to the center, and the rest of us turn to page 525, reading number 7 in our hymnal. A responsive reading number 7. So now I light the Christ candle that represents truly the origin of very Christ, very God. The Word became flesh and dwelt among us, represented by this candle.
This candle is lit for the disciple Peter, who represents faith.
My faith in the Christ presence and power within me sustains me in all that I do.
This candle is lit for Andrew. Andrew, who represents strength.
My strength is in my awareness of the Christ light within me.
This candle is lit for James, son of Zebedee, who represents judgment.
My judgment is keen, my choices are sound, for the Christ within me is my God.
I light this candle for John, who represents love.
I am loving, kind, patient, and totally responsive to the needs of others. I am at all times an expresser of the love of Christ.
This candle is lit for Philip, who represents power. There is only one power, God power, through the Christ within, I can accomplish anything.
This candle is lit for Bartholomew, who represents imagination. I imagine only the Christ in my mind's eye, Christ within and manifest in all his glory in my mind, body, and affairs.
this candle for Thomas, who represents understanding. I am understanding, compassionate, and kind. I behold the Christ in everyone.
This candle is lit for Matthew, who represents will.
Divine will is my will. I direct my thoughts into channels that are productive and Christ-like.
This candle is lit for the disciple James, son of Alphaeus, who represents order.
Through the Christ, divine order is now established in every area of my life.
This candle is lit for the disciple Simon, the Canaanite, who represents zeal.
I am filled with zeal. The Christ within, my enthusiasm for life and living is boundless. Praise God.
I light this candle for the disciple Thaddeus, who represents elimination.
I eliminate from my life everything that does not contribute to my spiritual growth, and I increase in awareness of the Christ.
I light this candle for Judas, who represents life.
The life of God is my life. I live fully, freely, and joyfully in the Christ Spirit.
And now these 12 lit candles represent the awakening of all of our spiritual faculties that takes us to the full regeneration of the Christ within, so that we fully claim every aspect of Jesus Christ's identity. Does everyone still have their individual candle? If you don't, someone run out and get more. They're down there. Everybody has one. Okay. Come forward. As you're moved, come forward and light your candle by the Christ light and put it in the salt to symbolize that you are the light of the world. You are the salt of the earth. So now as we start, let's bring the lights real down. Bring the lights down so the candlelight will be more powerful. So breathing deeply now, celebrating all of the joys and surprises and gifts that appear in this wonderful season. Relaxing into the faith that we can move through all these experiences with order and safety, divinely guided and protected. Our minds attuned to where we need to go, what we need to do in divine order at the right time and in a perfect way. And in a feeling of appreciation and thankfulness, we breathe. We feel God's love and light quickening in us, moment by moment. And let us take our statement for meditation together now, saying, the divine light within me is my source. Together, the divine light within me is my source. And say that silently in your heart, implanting that idea. And so it is.